Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, we have. Um, did I do the chat correctly? Let me see. How did it show chat? There it is. So I did something wrong and I couldn't see the chat. There we go. I was like, whoa, what happened to everybody? Hey, guys. Good to see everybody. Happy Saturday. I think I have about 30 minutes. The kids are in bed right now, so I just wanted to come on real quick. I had to check to make sure that nobody is doing live that way. I don't run over other people. So, guys, I was outside today. It's gonna get really cold tonight, so I was outside harvesting aloe vera. So I had like 2 buckets of aloe vera. Man, that's just so much aloe that I harvested earlier because tonight it's gonna freeze, so I didn't want to lose it. And so, yeah, that's what I've been doing. So, I wonder what everyone's rushing to do before the cold tonight. Peppers, I picked a lot of peppers, guys. It's uh, I have like a few bags of peppers. I'm gonna start giving some away. GTF, what are you gonna do with all the aloe? I'm actually going to eat them. So a lot of it, because I have so much. Let me see if I can find a picture for you guys to see how much I have. Um, it's like this is 1 bucket right here. That's a 5 gallon bucket, and I have two of these all filled up. And the leaves are like pretty massive. And so each time I eat one leaf because it's just too much. It's very big. Yes, Aaron, I do juice them. So what I usually do is I'll cut them into little pieces, right? And then I would blend it with a blender to make it all nice and mushy. And then I I put it into individual ice cube and I freeze those. Those are the ones that I can't use. So yeah, definitely. You can cook with them. You can make desserts. You can eat them. So normally, what I do the most is I put them. I eat them with orange juice. Orange juice and honey to make a drink, like a warm drink, and it's amazing. I did a video on that. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out on how I use my aloe. It's pretty awesome. Let's see what else. I have Cuban oregano that I had to cut down. I have so much Cuban oregano, the ones that are like the variegated kind, and so I have to chop those down, and then I gotta propagate some so that I can grow them the next year. So Cuban oregano, the one that I have been growing, I have been growing the same plant for the last 5 years. And so what I do is every season I'll cut a branch, I'll take them inside, and I'll root them, and I leave the rooted plant in water for like 3, 4 months, 5 months sometimes, and then the next spring I'll take them outside and I'll grow them, and then winter comes around again. I'll do the same process. So my Cuban oregano is like 5 years old now. So yeah, if you guys haven't done that, check it out. I think you can grow it perpetually forever. So that's the cool thing about these plants. It's like every time you do a cutting, the plant starts over. It's almost like giving it a new life from the beginning again. It's crazy. Frank White, yes, I do watch UFC. If you're interested, I will give you my prediction. Yeah, tonight it's going to be a really good fight. Uh, Israel Adesanya is fighting against one of the opponent that beat him twice already in kickboxing. Oh, cheers, guys! By the way, Aaron, how's California? How's the weather? I have like a few hundred aloe pubs. I gave a bunch away already, but I still have a lot left. There's just so many. Every season I struggle to like, what am I going to do with all these pubs? My aloes keep having little babies all over the place. Let's see. Did I miss any chats? Jerry says I'm the descendant of Hercules. That's funny, buddy. Oh man. Oh, Russell, what am I drinking today? Let me share with you. This is called the Hopadillo by Carbach. Carbach is it was a mom and pop shop owned, privately in Houston, but I think they sold it to one of the larger companies. So now they become, a big corporation. But yeah, they were just individually mom and pop owned, so it's pretty good. Let's see. So yeah, tonight, guys, in zone 8A, I'm in North Texas. It's going to freeze. It's going to drop down to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe a little bit above, but it's gonna freeze. So I have to after this, I'm gonna run outside and harvest what I can of the rest of the stuff. So I started with aloe, then I cut all of my Cuban oregano. I have a whole bunch of Malabar spinach that I gotta cut off. Um, I got some, let's see, peppers. Of course, I got a ton of peppers that I still have to harvest. And start prepare. Oh, I have arugula, which I grew for the winter months. Oh, guys, I forgot to mention I have a new channel. If you guys are interested in seeing what it is, I have the link in the description, so check it out. I think on the new channel, I'm going to be doing a lot of the other side projects, like stuff that you would find on the farm. How's the tomato crossing going? I kind of quit on that one because I have so much to do, but I still have the cross that I made the first time. Oh, Aaron, yes, the poblano cross is pretty exciting. I really like that cross. It tastes really good. Um, it's spicy, but it is spicy but sweet, which is very very cool. And it does retain the texture of the poblano. And the poblano I had um, was was chocolate too. So they came out chocolate, but a lot smaller. So which is really cool. No, I'm not giving up on this channel. It's the other one is basically for me to vlog and document things that I do for fun. So like stuff that I do on the farm. Maybe I'll go out and meet my farmer friends and interview them or something. Stuff like that. Or like I'm gonna grow a lot of fruit trees next year. A lot, as in like a lot more than what I have right now. Maybe 4 or 5 trees more. Um, I plan on growing a bunch of wildflowers, and then I'm gonna look into uh, raising bees. I've always wanted to do it, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna try to learn how to do that on the farm. Oh, the Pepper Rangers. You're gonna make peach darkest tincture. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you share the process of how you did it, or do a review on it and see how good it is. Cosmos. Are those flowers or something? Space. Yeah, that would be nice. I love these how-to videos because I'm always looking for, something new that I can do with peppers. So I made pepper jam. The pepper jam that I made, I thought it was really good, but it wasn't the thickness that I need. So I'm still trying to work on it. Tequila. Oh, look at that. You can use tequila for tincture. I infused vodka with peppers, and that's really good, guys. You should try it. Let's see. I make pepper jams, of course, hot sauce. I make salsa, um, a spicy honey, all kinds of stuff. You can do so many things with peppers. Oh man, Everclear. Ooh. Maple syrup. Okay. I love maple syrup. You can pretty much add peppers to anything and just kick it up a notch. I make a bunch of these Korean side dishes, and the different kind of peppers that I use, man, it kick it up a notch. It's good. Like I made some kimchi, but instead of using the regular Korean peppers, I added a few of the super hots in there. Oh man, that it's different. It'll make you sweat, and it tastes really good too. Let's see, Sumkil. Any special hydroponic projects coming up? Yes, as a matter of fact, let me show you. Here is my special projects that I'm working on. Look at this. You see? This is giant kohlrabi. They're enormous. So I'm growing giant kohlrabi this year in hydroponic. I mean, these things are massive. I have a plant in the backyard right now. Maybe I have a picture I can show you. But this thing is massive. Look at this. If you can see it, it's about the size of a 1 gallon container. It's massive, and it tastes really good. It tastes just like regular kohlrabi, and the only thing is it's massive. It's so big, and so that's the hydroponic projects that I'm gonna work on in the next 2 weeks, maybe. Once the plant is ready to go, and that's the first winter project that I'm doing. I think another one would be I have another one, but I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with this. This is Malokia, which is Egyptian spinach. So I grew my own Egyptian spinach last year, and I harvested leaves, I mean seeds, and then I sprouted it just to see if it works, and it worked. And so everything sprouted, and so I don't know what to do with it because Egyptian spinach they don't grow in wintertime. So maybe I'll use it for like a hydroponic project or something. That may work. But the problem with that is it may grow all over my tent, and then I don't have any space for other things. Another project that I was working on for the winter time is cigars. Aaron, so I aged cigars this year, and so I'm gonna try to make my own cigar this winter time to try it and see how it works. I think it's gonna be really cool. So it took forever to learn how to really do the cigar process correctly, and I'm still doing it wrong. So, but the experience is awesome, guys. You grow your own plants, you pick your own leaves, and then you roll your own cigars. Yeah, you're right, GTF. No matter how it is, the result is still gonna be nice. I still love it. Oh man, Aaron, look at that. You smoked one a few minutes ago. One day, once when I make a really, really good cigar and it's successful and proper, I'm gonna send you one, Aaron. But before then, I can't because it doesn't light correctly. Ah, look at that. Talking about bourbon. That's one of my favorite things. Is it adding vanilla extract? and bourbon to shredded tobacco for pipe smoking. Wow, that sounds interesting. I mean, when you smoke a cigar, you got to have some bourbon. That's just, it's almost like a match made in heaven. Let's see. Do you have any new capsaicin caps capsicum? Oh, it's Shenan's cross projects. Um, I didn't have any, but I think I will in the coming year. Yeah, Aaron, they do. They make it look so easy. I mean, I watched them and I attempted to do the exact same thing. It doesn't come out the same way. Um, yeah, it's just you got they've done it for years. Cognac, huh? Yes, I love cognac too. Diversity love. I don't have a grow tent. Are there things that I would do without one? Yeah, you actually don't need a tent. The reason for the tent is one, it keep everything in an enclosed environment. So what that helps is it prevents bugs from getting in. It prevents things from blowing into your tent that could potentially get onto your plant. Also, the tent has these reflective materials, and so it does help with bouncing light back and forth to help your plants grow better. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to have a tent if you don't want to, but you do need to have a good light source though. That's the most important thing. The light has to be good enough. Uh, yeah, when you grow inside, it's easy, but also it has a different type of different challenges. So when you grow indoors, you may have to water less as often, but you do need to control the lights, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah, I think growing inside is very fun because for me, I think it's just like get almost like set it and forget it in a way. Well, yeah, I mean, the temperature has to be correct, of course, because pepper plants are basically tropical plants. So they love temperature between 75 degrees to 80 degrees. That's the optimal temperature. If it drops below 50s, it gets too cold. And if it gets hotter than that, it'll cook the plant. What kind of mild pepper is my favorite? I have so many. Like a lot of the ahi varieties, like ahi mangoes, ahi pineapples, ahi fantasy. I like those. Sugar rush peach. I like that. Those are very medium. Um, let's see. A lot of the ricotta's are really nice. I mean, they're really thick and juicy, and they don't have that much heat, but the flavor is decent. So yeah, there's a lot. Let's see, the Brazilian starfish. Oh man, I don't know why, but I love those things. Biquinos are great. You ever grow biquinos? They're amazing. And yeah, those are all medium heat peppers. Lots and um, let's see what else is there. I mean, any of the ahi varieties you grow is going to be good. What about nutrients? No, when I grow in hydroponic, the nutrients are not organic. Organic nutrients are available, but they're very, very expensive. So I don't want to invest that much just to grow something. Because by the time you're done, the plants would cost you like $3 a pepper. So it makes no sense to grow hydroponic organically right now, unless you can get it really cheap. All right, Aaron, that's cool. Yeah, the community is having a new seeds giveaway. I think we do this every year, and it's amazing. Like people come in and They get free seeds, and a lot of these seeds are really awesome. It's shared by other community members. Yeah, cool, Aaron. I'm glad you're doing that. If there's anything I can contribute, I would love to. I actually bought a bunch of stamps today because I was going to send a lot of seeds out. Let's see, Russell, do I have a favorite grow light that I have used? Yes, I actually do. The Spider Farmer grow light is one of my favorites so far, and I actually still use it to this day. I've had it for 2 years now, the SF4000, and I'm still using it, and I will plan to use it until it dies. And it's one of my favorite grow lights. I've used many other different brands as well. I've used Mars Hydro. Uh, let's see, Vpar Spectra or whatever. I've used a bunch of them, and the Spider Farmer is actually one of my favorite ones. All right, yes, Aaron, that's cool. Um, I just harvested like a bucket of the orange flames this year. So I plan on de-seeding those very soon. Maybe I'll send you a bunch of those because they're really cool peppers to grow. The orange flame is actually on the picture of this video. They're fun to grow. They're just amazing peppers. They taste good and they don't have a lot of heat. And man, those things are awesome. The stems are so thick when you pull them off the plant, you almost like have to yank them. They're really difficult to harvest and pick. What is the best color for shade cloth? I usually only go with the black one, but there's certain percentage that you use. So it depends on where you are and how intense your sun is. You can use a certain percentage of the cloth. I usually go with the white. I mean, not white, but the black or the gray one. Oh man, yeah, look at that. 500 packs of seeds last year. USA and internationally. Yeah. Guys, the peppers communities are made up of people from all over the world. So, if you are somewhere that, uh, you may meet someone in there from your same region, and then you guys can talk and share seeds and stuff like that. So we share seeds all the time, and it's like it's one of the best place to get seeds from other people. Just go there, make some friends, and you get all kinds of seeds that you probably never seen before or heard of. Oh, look at that. Mitch is about to kick off his large indoor grow prep for the 2023. Yeah, every season it's very exciting. For some, it's really weird. It's like if you're starting out, you grow like 5 plants, and then the next year you have 20 plants, and then the year after that you have like 50 plants. It just keeps going up. Let's see. What's my favorite peppers that I grow every year? I always grow the lemon starburst, the KS white Thai. Those are the two things that I always grow every single season. The white Thai, you will see it in every video. It's always on my list to grow. Um, let's see. I started growing. What was it? The stargazers. I love the stargazer. I grow it. I think it's gone on my list 3 years now, and I have a few other ones that I forgot the names, but yeah, the white tie for sure. Every year I grow like 10 plants. Yeah, Pepper Donkey is a dangerous place. You visit it, you find new things you want to grow. Yeah, guys. So tonight it's gonna freeze here. it's gonna get very cold. And so if you haven't done it already, either protect your plants or move some inside. And that's what I've done. I moved a bunch of my aloes inside that I need to grow for next year, and then a few pepper varieties that I need to grow. I moved those inside. You can always cut them back if you don't have space. So yeah, but when you move your plants inside, cut them back. It's always good because first, when you cut them back, it reduces the amount of pests that you can bring inside with you. Because sometimes you don't see it until you bring it inside, and then you get pests everywhere, like aphids and stuff like that. Let's see. What do you think of Naga ghosts? Do you still grow them? I actually did grow a red ghost this year. Red ghosts are amazing peppers. They're they're just so easy to grow. They produce a lot, and the heat is just amazing. I don't like it too much eating it raw because it does have like a flowery floral aroma. But I do love ghost peppers in dry form. I dry it up and make it into powder, and they are awesome. So yeah, Naga and Ghost are, they're very similar. And the red Ghost is like a staple. It's easy to grow, and yeah, I grew two plants this year of Ghost varieties. Aaron, I went into my stash and I picked out seeds from 5 years ago, and man, like the majority of those seeds do not sprout anymore. I had a package of seeds that are like, I mean, it had like 200 seeds or something like that, and I thought they're just gonna sprout easily. I put five in soil. They never came up. So I put 10 more, they never came up. I dumped the whole package of seeds in there, and I think I got like one plant to sprout. So yeah, depending on how you store your seeds, after 3 years, that you're gonna have trouble sprouting them. Look, you said it's warmer in the UK. Wow. Yeah, we got we've had like really hot temperature, and it's very dry, and we finally got rain, which is great. But then now, all of a sudden, after the rain few times, it started to get really cold. And so I think we may be hitting winter for good. Maybe it might warm up a little bit. No, I don't store my seeds in a freezer. I usually just store it in a little bag, and I leave it in a in a little container. And usually after 2 or 3 years, they sprout because I always collect new seeds every season. So usually I'll trash the old ones and replace it. You mean like seeds, saving tips as to how to store them or how to pick the seeds? For me, when I store seeds, let me show you. I have a few. Sometimes I get lazy and I dry the peppers whole like this, and this is how I store them. And I find that when you do it like this, it's better than storing the seeds, you know, outside of the pods. So this is what I did. I just collect the seeds. I mean the peppers, and I just allow it to dry, air dry. And when it's super dry, I store the whole thing like this. And that seems to work really well for me. Because anytime I want to grow them, I crack it open and I just put those in the soil. But you can just leave it in a bag like this, and it'll last for 3 years easily. Like I have a bunch of seeds. See, these are my melon seeds right here, and these are my wild arugula seeds. So I just store it like this with the label on it. See? And so that's how I store my seeds. And you want to put it in a dry spot, so that it, it can it can last 2 to 3 years and it'll be fine. Because by then I usually have new seeds that I replace it. Yeah, I really don't have a problem with mold. Uh, I think the only time you have problem with mold is if you store your seeds before they're completely dry. And if you do that, you're gonna get mold. But if you let them dry completely and then store them, then you should not get any mold. Have you found that plant fresh, undried seeds germinate almost 100? Um, I usually don't plant the seeds right away as I take them out of the peppers. I take the seeds out of the peppers and I let it dry for a day and then I put it in the soil. Yeah, of course, the fresh seeds always sprout the best. Yeah, I think I answer all of the questions about how I store my seeds. Yeah, I just keep it very simple because because I have so many seeds, it'll be a nightmare to try to do it any other ways. Let's see. Is that for drying your seeds, Aaron? Hot dogs, plates, and herb drying rack. Yeah, so in the next few weeks, I'm gonna be planting a few peppers inside. So I think one of the plants that I'm gonna grow inside is the white Thai. That way, I have peppers all season to use. And there's a few new varieties that I'm trying to grow, and so those are always fun to grow inside. Okay, let's see. Ace, do you think that VPD levels are important inside grow tents? What are VPD? I'm not. Are those some abbreviations that I probably don't even know? If I don't know it, probably I don't use it. Keith, yes, you're gonna have potential cross pollination. Uh, So usually what you should do is if you are going to save seeds from outside and when you plant the plant so close, you can use pollination bags to help, you put it on one branch of the plant and then that would secure that those plants would not be cross-pollinated with others. I think a while back, Peter and I talked about this, and Peter has a really, if you guys know Peter Stanley, he does this. I think he made a video on it. It's called pollination bags, and you put it over the branch, and then that branch would definitely get the correct seeds because The wind can't blow the pollen into it, and the animals can't get into it. Yes, I clone my pepper plants all the time. I've done multiple videos on how to do that, so you should check it out. It's very easy. So yes, I do clone them all the time. And so, sometimes during the season, I would grow a single plant, and then I find out that, wow, I really love this one. I want more of it, but then I didn't want to start over because then it'll take too long. So I cut off a branch and I'll clone it, and then I'll have two plants. And sometimes I even cut up a branch and then grow it in hydroponic, and then I have multiple, a bunch more. And so yeah, cloning is good. Uh, if you're taking a mature plant or a branch, then you get a head start. And if you take that mature branch and put it in hydroponic, it grows even faster. And yeah, Ace. So I don't use VPD. So I'm not sure what the correct amount is. I try to keep it as simple as possible, So usually it'll be just, plants inside my tent with the grow light on, and then I have a fan, because the fan does help, with regulating moisture and stuff like that. And that's it. That's all I use. I don't use anything extra. I don't use intake, outtake, and all that stuff. Oh yeah, Nate. We should definitely talk about that. The new grow challenge. I wonder who won this year, because I knew that they had a ghost pepper challenge this year to grow the best ghost pepper. And yeah, I tried to grow the ghost pepper, but then mine was like, the rabbits like chewed off half of my plant, so it never recovered in time to to enter the contest. All right, everybody. It's my baby is about to wake up, so yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye, everybody.